Hello, everyone. This is Juliet with Embroidery.com. Um, I'm really excited to give away the products that we had last week. Um, I realized, not even like a few minutes ago, that sorry, my camera's being weird. I forgot to put the handkerchiefs on the thing. So if you wanted the handkerchiefs, I completely forgot to put them on the giveaway page. So I'm gonna do that this next week. So that'll be part of this next week's giveaway is the handkerchiefs. Um, so yeah. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. We'll bring Kirsten up and hi. um,
Hi.
oh,
Happy Thursday.
sorry, my sound is off and it's kind of tripping me. Okay, here we go. That should be better. Okay. All right. I will go ahead and present. Okay. So this week we have a few different things. Looks like we have some Kimberbell
Yeah, can I tell you about
pattern.
that?
Yeah.
Candy Cane Lane is Kimberbell's deal of the week. It's a bench pillow for Christmas. And there's an embellishment kit to go with it and all the designs and instructions you need to make the bench pillow that's pictured there. Now, I believe this is a closeout for Kimberbell. And last time I checked, they were sold out. So if you would like Candy Cane Lane, this is the place to get it.
Yeah. Pretty cool. So, and bench pillows are super cute in my opinion.
Yeah,
I have one,
really well.
I think, somewhere around here. But it's great. So, not a Kimberbell bench pillow, but a normal bench pillow. So, okay. Okay, so then we've got Between Friends again, and this one's Ugly Sweater, which is awesome. Ugly sweaters are amazing.
That's going to go this whole month. So every week we'll get a different embellishment to go on our ugly sweater.
That's pretty cute. I love that. Would you do it on knit fabric then?
On knit fabric, well, what they're doing here is giving you an embroidery design that looks like a sweater, and then they're going to embellish it. So it could be on knit fabric, like if you have a sweatshirt, you want to put your ugly sweater on and show that this is my ugly sweater.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I just know that, I feel like normal, at least hand embroidery on knit fabric can be complicated. So,
yeah, it's really common to do it on machine embroidery, but there are a few things we have to do to make it come out right. So, like you said, it's not super easy.
Cool. This is more for our hand embroidery people, but some of you might be interested as well. These is original works of Emmy Bishop are for sale, and Emmy Bishop is one of the pioneers of Hardanger, which is I think it's a Norwegian type of stitching, and so she's done a lot with that. And so her original pieces are for sale though, so you can check that out if you are interested. What's New Wednesday with Kimberbell? That was yesterday. So you can go and watch the recording for that. Was there anything cool in that?
Yes, they were talking all about their new line of, now I can't think of it, punch needle. They're doing Kimberbell Punch Needle Plus.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're familiar with punch needle, Kimberbell's spin on it is partly that they add their Kimberbell fabrics to it, which is a little different from punch needle you may have seen in the past.
That's normally hand embroidery stuff, right?
Yep.
That's pretty cool though. I think punch needle's pretty fun. I've been wanting to try it, but I haven't yet. So,
well, apparently it's super easy and Kimberbellified. This might be your moment.
Yeah. Sometime I might, and I think we even have one to give away. So, at some point we'll get a punch needle out and give that away. But yeah, they're pretty cool. This is hand embroidery stuff. You're at this right now. So, and then we've got holiday thread sets on sale. We kind of highlighted that a bit last week. This is dime thread. I think it loaded everything twice maybe, but maybe not. And then this event's coming up. So that's the 15th. So that's going to be next Friday, I believe. So yeah. And then we've got our design sales. So anything else you want to add with that, Kirsten?
No, except I guess I will just also add on special effects. Please register for that if you'd like to come. We have special effects. If you're not sure what that is in embroidery, it's like fringe and chenille and embossing. And chenille, you might think, well, that's a fabric, but there's a way to do chenille with your embroidery machine without buying chenille fabric. So learn about that.
Nice. Perfect. Cool. So I think that's mostly everything that we've got going on today. I don't think I've ever actually clicked inside this to see what fun stuff is in here, but I'm pretty sure it's all pretty great. So
it's good stuff, and
yeah.
it's like holiday.
Looks like there's quite a bit of like freestanding lace, like ornaments, which is pretty cool.
These are so beautiful.
Yeah, no, this is great. Makes me wish I had an embroidery machine. No, that's awesome. And then you've got some of the Kimberbell stuff, which is really cool. So awesome. Okay. You guys all see that. Okay. All right. So I think that's everything for the sales and machine embroidery and stuff like that. I know, Kirsten, you had a tip today that you wanted to present for, so I'll go ahead and stop sharing.
Okay. All right. Well, we were just talking about freestanding lace and the holiday thread sets. So what I have today is kind of, it's related to both, because I'm using today metallic thread and freestanding lace. And the holiday thread sets, some of them include metallic thread, the King Star from Dime. So what I stitched is not Christmas centered, but this is the On the House freestanding lace bat from this month.
Okay.
So I thought, why not start a year early and get some Halloween favors for next year?
Yeah.
So let me show you some pictures that I took while I was making this, and tell you all about the freestanding lace. All right, so there it is.
Here you go.
Okay, so here's the same picture the picture of the same hoop of freestanding lace that I just showed you. Now I'm stitching on a water-soluble fibrous stabilizer, which is my favorite kind. If I ever don't need to see through my water-soluble stabilizer, I like the fibrous type. It's strong and it works really well. So this is the same three bats I showed you, and which one of them looks like it's upside down? Well, maybe two of them do. Like the top one, it looks like we're looking at the bobbin side. The bobbin one, the bottom one, it looks like it might be the bobbin side, but it's clear that I didn't stitch it with the same color thread right on the top. The middle one looks like it could be the right side. Now, how do I advance my slide? There we go. So this is from the front side. So
okay.
So they're all actually stitched with metallic thread on the top. It's just the bobbin that was different. So since you can tell really clearly which one was stitched with bobbin thread, if I'm using this in an application that you can see both sides, that might be an issue for me. So I'd want to make it look more as if it was, so you couldn't tell the difference between the sides. Yeah. So colored bobbin is really good for that. So I decided to do a couple of versions of it. So I'm using the spool on the left that you see here is the King Star thread. And then the next little bobbin is a colored bobbin that I actually didn't wind up using, but it's a pretty close match to the King Star thread, but it's not metallic. It's just a rayon thread that matches kind of closely. That's one way you can make it look almost like you can't tell the difference between the sides. But you really can tell the difference. It looks a little bit flatter. And then the next one is my bobbin of King Star thread to match exactly. And that's the second little bat that you saw there. Then I decided to also, the top bat is done with my just regular white bobbin. That's what you see in spot 4 here. And then number 5 has some silver metallic thread that was by Hemingworth. And that's what I did my third bat in.
Okay.
So, one thing I maybe ought to point out, I don't know if you can see it in that slide, but the way that the metallic thread comes off of the spool tells you a little bit about how difficult it's going to be to stitch. If it's kind of kinky and has a lot of like angles in it, that's going to be really hard to stitch. You may have all sorts of thread breaks. But if
Mhm.
maybe you can see on spot 5 how there's kind of a little wave to that thread coming off. That's not bad.
Mhm.
A gentle wave is nice. And it will probably stitch all right. So you can see that one on the Hemingway thread. And number 3 is the King Star bobbin, and it's coming off. It looks pretty straight. It hasn't been on the spool as long, and that might be why, because I just barely had spooled that bobbin.
Mhm.
Okay, so nextly, here I have the thread on my machine, and I'm starting to stitch, but there's a problem. Can you see it? If you have an embroidery machine that has a similar setup where it holds the thread at a horizontal angle, and if you've got something in the way here, like you can see my thread comes off the spool and goes around my bobbin tensioner. It's not supposed to do that. And then it's going
Mhm.
into the regular thread path. That's a potential thread break just waiting to happen. And it's because of the gentle wave of the the thread coming off of the spool. The metallic thread is just a little bit more, has more of a shape memory, and so it comes off in kind of waves or kinks depending on the quality of the thread. So it's nice and it works well, but you might also want to do something extra to make this work better. See, for me, this is going to be a problem. That's going to probably break my thread just because it was just waving around and looped around that bobbin winder as it was stitching.
Yeah.
So then my next slide here, I switched the direction of the thread, and now it's coming off underneath the spool instead of over the top, and that helped a lot.
Okay.
That helped a lot. So now it's not going around my bobbin tensioner anymore.
Yeah.
But you can also use what you see here, where I'm using one of the thread stands that I think is in our giveaway either this week or was last week.
Yeah, it was this week or last week, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, this is a great thread stand. It'll hold your spool right side up in case you're having difficulty with the horizontal arrangement that some machines have, like mine. And you just
Mhm.
put the thread on it and then run it up through the hook in the top and then onto your machine thread path.
Yeah.
And that works really well. I used that for both my King Star and my Hemingworth spools once I realized I might have problems with that bobbin tension area.
Yeah.
And this is a pile of thread that I took off of one of my spools because I noticed before I started stitching, before I put it on the machine, I noticed that as I pulled the thread off the spool, it was kind of getting stuck. And I thought that's not going to be cool to stitch with. So I looked closer and found that there's a little kink actually spooled onto the thread from manufacturing. And there's
Mm.
variations in our thread. So sometimes this happened to me. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to take all the thread off until I've gotten past that kink. And so that's what I wound up with there. Better to have a little pile of thread than to have your needle or your thread breaking continuously. So,
Yeah.
but it worked out really well. Actually, I should say after I got all of the thread off to get past the kink that I noticed in that Hemingway thread, that one stitched perfectly. I'll go back to the beginning here where I had all of my bats. So all of them stitched really well. The top one stitched great with the King Star thread and the regular bobbin, but it's not ideal because you can tell what the back side looks like as opposed to the front.
Mhm.
The second one with the King Star in the bobbin, that stitches really well. And the Hemingworth one with the Hemingworth in the bobbin worked well too. So there are just some things to be aware of when you're stitching with metallic thread, but it works great and it's really impressive. And it adds that special glitter that we often look for when we're going for holidays and like Christmas time.
Yeah. No, that's really awesome. Thanks. I can totally see that being super relevant to stitching like ornaments or like anything that's like has a shine to it, you know? That's pretty good.
And something I didn't mention that probably most of us know, but I'll mention it just in case you're totally new to machine embroidery, is I keep saying this is freestanding lace, but you can tell it's stitched on something. So it's freestanding lace because once I am finished stitching it, what I'll do is cut out these bats really like close to the edges so that I don't have a lot of extra stabilizer around them. I'll just cut out really close. And then I'm going to take this little bat and immerse it in hot water. And what happens to the stabilizer is it's water soluble and it just melts away like a cloud. It's pretty fun to watch. And then you just let it dry and you've got a freestanding lace bat.
That's awesome.
Thanks,
Okay.
Juliet. Are we ready for the giveaway?
Perfect. All right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, unless I'm forgetting anything. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. That was great. Awesome tips and tricks, Kirsten. I think we're good. So what I will do is we're going to go to the giveaway portion. So I'm going to get out next week's products real quick.
But I can't wait to see what we're giving away this time. That will be fun.
Yeah.
It's always something interesting and super useful too. Like the metallic thread stand and so forth. Okay.
Yeah. So this one's probably going to be like a hand embroidery and machine embroidery item. But something to think about is this. This is like a jewelry box. It's more of like a crafty thing, I think. Mm-hmm. And it's bamboo. It's really light, super nice. Yeah, so we've got this one, and that one's kind of just more of like a crafty thing, right?
Yeah, something you could do with either maybe machine and hand embroidery. Have you ever stitched balsa wood with hand embroidery?
Which one?
Balsa wood. It's a really
I have, or I've seen it. I haven't done it, but
so that's something you can do. You can stitch on balsa and then like glue it into the top of that box.
Depending on the size of needle you have, you could actually do something cool on this.
Yeah.
Also, it's great for storage. If you want storage for anything like tiny like needles or, bobbins or something like that, this is super great for that. And then we have a rotary cutter. This one's probably pretty great. This one's a great find. You're getting a really good deal, and it does have the open, like the top is opened. I'm pretty sure everything is perfectly fine about it, but again, I'll check just to make sure. And so that's pretty cool. I think that a lot of, probably both types of stitchers could use it, but this one's like super heavy duty. It's got like a nice metal handle and everything. So awesome. And then like it's just been opened, and I think that's it. I think it was just a return item. So okay. And the next one we have are these towels. These ones you can embroider on. I think they're like dish towel size. So like not quite like, they're dish towel size, right? So there's those ones. And then these ones are also, you can also do cross stitch on them. So this is kind of like you could do either machine embroidery or hand embroidery on it, because this little portion right here is actually 14 count fabric. So yeah, you could potentially do cross stitch on it, or if you wanted, you could do machine embroidery on it. So yeah. Okay. And I just barely saw that. Like I didn't like see that the first time I got it. I was like, oh, it's just a towel. And then I'm like, no way, wait.
It's cross-stitch compatible.
It's cross-stitch compatible. How great. Okay. So let's see. Okay. The next thing that we have are these huge spools of thread. So there's pink and silver, I believe, or just gray. I can check, but 5,000 meter thread. So, and this is dime. So super great. Really, like that's super great for like bulk. Like
5,000? It's like
you're not going to need on here. Yeah. You're not going to need pink or gray for a while if you get this. So, yeah, and super great value for a giveaway too. So, yeah. And
a lot of us would probably want a thread stand with that, because that's a big spool.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Just get the rest of my stuff. Pretty sure this is it. Okay. The next thing we've got is another Kimmerbell CV, And this one is for a dog thing. So it's You Had Me at Woof, I think. So it's super cute. But if you got a dog, I always think it's cute to see dogs in like cute little, I don't know, bandanas or even just like the lap dogs in the cute little outfits. Like for some reason that gets me. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Anyway, okay. Then the next ones are this cutaway. So this one's just like that. We have a ton of this. So, and we're going to give away 3. So, and I think that there's, let me see, because I think there are multiple sheets in this. So let me count really quick how many there are.
Looks like they might be about, I don't know, 6 by 6, those squares. Probably most useful for smaller hoops.
I'm going to take it out and just show you. Okay. So like there are a few different things in here. So you've got this extra thicker part, like it's kind of like felt, right? I don't know if you can see that, but and then you've got this is like I guess it's like a variety pack. I'm glad I looked inside, otherwise I wouldn't have known. And you've got this stuff, right?
Yeah. And on the labels, does it say what they are?
Yes, it says Super Solve just and then 35 UM. Like it has numbers on them. So I don't know if that's important or not, but so you've got those ones, you've got the extra thick stuff, and this does say, I think this is cutaway. And then this that other stuff. I really don't know.
So you get a stabilized sampler pack if you get one of these.
This one's wash away. You get 2 sheets of wash away.
Okay.
And let me see.
So that's I think that's the water soluble that I used today, right?
Yeah. I think it looks a lot like it. It's pretty darn similar. And then you've got tearaway. So you've got a good variety pack here, right? Like if you want to try to see like what type of stabilizer you like, this is a good thing to win. Or if you just want like a bit of everything, it's super nice. And I'm glad I looked inside because otherwise I would not have known. So
it would be a great reference too. Could be a good reference like if you have a bunch of just rolls of white something or other. You could compare the texture to those little labeled swatches and then you'll know what you've got. Yep.
So that's that. And yeah, they look to be about like 8 inches by 8 inches probably.
Okay.
And we've got 3 of those we're giving away. I just thought they were normal cutaway, so I'm glad I looked inside. But yeah, so there's those ones, and I think that's it besides the handkerchiefs that I completely just spaced putting on there last week. So yes, so the handkerchiefs will be on there this week, and let me just make sure really fast that I'm not missing anything in my bag. Okay, I do believe that is everything. Okay, we'll go ahead and announce the winners for last week's products then. So,
all right.
Except for I keep on like hitting myself on the head for that. I'm like, what the heck, Juliet? How could you forget those? But it's fine. Okay.
Yeah, there were a lot of videos last week.
Yeah. First, we will go ahead and do let's do the spouncers first because we had those little spouncers. So let's do that first. Wow, if I can find it. There we go. Okay. So the winner for that one is Rachel Sutherland Stoker. So congratulations. Yay. Yeah, congratulations, Rachel. And then let's see. Let's go ahead and do stipple again. This one's still the Aqua Flame, and we still had some left over from the last week, so I just kind of left it on there because I didn't want to, Okay. So we'll do that. I believe we have 2 winners for this. That one's a stipple. So the winners are going to be Gwen Berger. Congratulations.
Hurrah, Gwen.
And then, oh, come on. It makes me reselect the thing every time. So, okay. And then Shirley Gerdis or Gerdis. Hey, I butcher the names. It's okay, though. Congratulations, guys. Okay. I feel like in the Hand Embroidery Live, we actually had someone like who was watching who won, and they like celebrated in the comments. And I was like, yes, this is great. If you're watching, you win. Go celebrate in the comments because that's awesome.
That's what we like.
Okay, so we got those ones. Now let's do. We had the Hemingworth Soft Sunlight, that one. So let's go ahead and do that one. Okay. And the winner for that one is Shamina Kelly. So congratulations, Shamina. Okay. Take that one out. So I have to get all my crap together. I'm like, have everything all at once. And I'm like, oh no. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Next, let's go ahead and do. Let's do the PAL 2, the light, right? Okay. I was not able to get it to work. So whoever wins this, just know that it's probably going to be broken. If you have a, nifty husband, or if you know someone who's an electrician or you're an electrician, great. You could probably figure it out. But I was not able to figure it out. I even tried to replace the light bulb with a normal light bulb, and I couldn't get it to work. So,
if it doesn't work, you can always have this handy gooseneck.
Yeah, and plus it's a perfectly useful rig. So if you want if you don't want to get a film setup, I'm just gonna show you. I have a film setup for when I do hand embroidery, where you could just use it as a makeshift film setup. So
okay. For when you are
this is kind of the rig that I have, and it has this same rig so that you can just stick it into the desk and then it'll film something. But it does have a light on the end, so you would just have to tape your phone to it or something. So I mean, there are many things you could still use it for that's not a light, but but yeah. So okay, so the winner of that one is Marianne Tricker. So congratulations, Marianne.
Let us know what you come up with that, Marianne.
I know, yeah. And also, if you did not know that if you entered it and you're like, oh my gosh, it doesn't work. Okay, I don't want it anymore. That's totally fine. Just call customer service and we can get that figured out. Specifically for this one, because I know that it may not have been as obvious that it didn't work. So if you didn't know that, you can, definitely contact us and be like, oh, I didn't know that, Okay. Anyway. All right. So the next one we're going to do is the apron, the Kimberbell apron. Okay. So the winner of the apron is Jana Barker. So congratulations, Jana. I feel like it's kind of funny because we don't actually have a lot of entries for a lot of the machine embroidery stuff. And so the people who do win and they enter consistently, you get stuff. It's great.
Win and win and win. Win every time. Just enter.
Yeah, it's great. So I mean, I feel like that's a really fun thing for you guys. Okay. Okay, and then next we're going to do the cleaning swabs.
Again, useful for lots of different things you may want to clean that are small, not just the machines.
Yeah, not just machines. Yeah.
I think similar things come with cameras sometimes.
Clary Berry Gardner with Bubbles and Breadcrumbs. So congratulations.
Whoa. Thank you for entering.
Let's see.
What's that?
I accidentally just didn't do it. Okay. Well, that's okay. I just have to remember and then do it afterwards. Okay. And then I think the last thing we have is the Kimberbell CD, right? With the pumpkin?
Yes.
That's the last one. So yeah. Because we got the
yes.
apron, we've got the swabs.
Was it the October fill in the blank?
Yes. Yeah, this was the October fill in the blank. So
that's tea towels?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get this up again. Okay.
Just keeping us in suspense.
Yeah, no. You have to wait, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, October fill in the blank. Here we go. So, okay, so the winner of this one is, I think, she already won, so it just rolled the same person twice, so I had to okay. Debbie Hillstead has won this one.
Right,
so congratulations, Debbie. Okay. I'm just gonna make sure that everyone, all of the products got one. Pretty sure they did, but
I think so. I'm keeping an eye on it.
Okay. October, swift cleaning swabs, apron, Pal, sunlight, and stipple. Cool. Yeah, I think we're good.
All right.
Okay. So congratulations to everybody who won. I'm so excited. And yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like part of it too is it's I could tell my friends about this, but then I have less of a chance of winning. So should I?
Yeah.
No, it's funny though.
I'm not so
congratulations. Yeah, congratulations to everyone who won. And I mean, you guys are most likely to win stuff mostly every week. So you guys will hit, if you guys wanted to stow your purchases, you would hit that $75 limit pretty darn fast. Especially for some of them. I think the rotary cutter is above $75.
So does it count even though it's free?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better.
Well, I think so. Yeah. I think that I actually should probably check. I think that whatever the stowed purchase is, whatever you won, if it is above $75, you could get free shipping, but I should probably actually check on that. I'm assuming so because you just got it discounted, right? So no, I think that's how it works. But that is something I will check on and make sure to tell you guys next week. Anyway, yeah. Cool. Well, I'm really happy that we got to do giveaway stuff and super great tips and tricks portion, Kirsten, today. So awesome. And then congratulations to the winners. And yep. And happy holidays because you can officially say that now. So, okay. Awesome. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.